Section 72 of the Road Traffic Act 2018 come to this issue of wearing of seatbelts. Now, I remember the first time the seatbelt law come in, and the reason why them say them do it is because if you don't wear seatbelt, you're going to have more serious injury. And you're going to cost the health system more money. So if you save money, them come in with the seatbelt law. Now, me remember one case when I drive a short distance. I go from a hardware to a supermarket. And we know so the supermarket is close by and it usually have parking. So we never put on my seatbelt. In the middle of a busy town where I have to drive slowly because of traffic. Right? Yeah, this policeman stop me and come ticket me for seatbelt in the middle of slow moving. You have to drive slow in the town. And I say, but wait. It look like say some of them it look like say the senior officer I tell some of them so they can't expect to spend the whole day on the road and come in back in a station empty handed. They must make sure they get some ticket. They must collect ticket to show so them at work. So they find anything unreasonable to collect ticket. Right? And then the problem is not only if you go pay the $500, but if you go stand up in a some long, everlasting line, right? If you go take time off from work, drive to tax office in a some long line, and wait if you go pay a seatbelt, if you go pay a ticket. In a modern days, when them say you can't pay a ticket online, but it's so user unfriendly. And when you try it, it don't work. It gives you all sort of error. I can stay in Jamaica and I can buy items from America, Canada, England, anywhere in the world. Like I can pay for subscription fee instantly, quickly, conveniently. And right here so in Jamaica, I can log on and pay my ticket to go stand up in a long line. Well, as I say, the black in the flag, it means hardship. And they make sure, the government make sure so you suffer hardship for you. Because convenience is not at their priority. Them not make it a priority. It's certainly them not in no hurry to make sure so you can conveniently pay your ticket online so that take away from production. You don't have to go and take time off from work, right? Why I tell you. But anyway, seatbelt business. Let me just see what it says. Wearing of seatbelt. Subject to subsection 2. A subsection 1 we don't know. A person shall wear a seatbelt if the person drive a vehicle specified in paragraph B, C, or D. That means car, bus, truck, and so on. Right? Or ride in a motor vehicle. Ride in a motor vehicle. Passenger. They want everybody in it to wear a seatbelt. Right? Riding at the front seat of a motor truck. No. Subsection 1 shall not apply to a child who wear or is in a child restraint system. The driver of a motor vehicle while performing a maneuver including reversing. So if you are reverse, then can't ticket you for seatbelt. right? If you hold a certificate of exemption signed by a doctor, if you ride in a motor vehicle used with fire brigade purposes in response to a fire alarm, or if you drive or ride in a motor vehicle constructed or adapted for delivery of goods or mail, as the case may be, while engaged in delivery to or collecting goods from location within 60 meters, 60 meters, 60 meters, let's say about 200 feet, right? If you drive a truck and you stop within every 200 feet to pick up or collect things, then can't charge you with seatbelt. Alright, subsection 3. The driver of a motor vehicle shall cause every passenger in the motor vehicle to wear a seatbelt. So you see, the kind of foolishness them are coming in, you know. That means if your passenger beside you not have on a seatbelt, they can't ticket you. If your passenger round about not have on a seatbelt, they can't ticket you. So more know how it going to go. You know, alright, let me just finish read this apart. A person who contravenes subsection 1 commit an offense, or 3 commit an offense. Now, how it going to go with taxi? You have taxi full of people. It wouldn't make no sense in reality. In practice, it wouldn't make no sense at all. But it in the law, say a police can actually ticket the taxi driver if him passenger them not have on seat belt. Right? Because he tell give no exemption to taxi, Why, I tell you. The black in the flag, man. Government make sure say it have meaning and they realize the meaning of it. It is hardship, is oppressive. Some parts of the law are really oppressive and don't really make no sense. In practice, practical term, they don't make no sense. And these are people, those who make these laws are people who, them not take taxi, them not have to take taxi, them not have to run up and down. And if you take vehicle, if you go work and all sort of thing like that. Anyway, section 73, child in motor vehicles to wear child restraint system. The driver of a motor vehicle that conveys a child shall cause a child to wear or be conveyed in a prescribed child restraint system. A driver who contravenes subsection 1 commit an offense. Well, if you are a driver and somebody have a little baby, a holy baby, me not see no exemption for that, But of course, as me say, police supposed to have sense and know say certain things don't make practical sense at all. Alright. Section 74. Subsection 1 say a person shall at all times while driving or riding on a motorcycle or bicycle wear a protective helmet. We say bicycle, Well, know which policeman go and stop man or wear bicycle and ticket him for helmet. What a spectacle it would have been. Bicycle wear a protective helmet in the prescribed manner of the prescribed shape, quality, construction, or standard. So basically, what it really I say that it can happen. If somebody have in yard, there in gate, riding bicycle go to the shop, little distance up the road, police can actually stop him and ticket him if him not have on no helmet. Right? Anyway, subsection 2. The driver of a motorcycle shall cause every person who is riding as a pillion to wear a protective helmet in the prescribed manner at all times while riding on the motorcycle. I know so not many times police them see persons as ride as pillion and they never have no helmet, but you know, have no time for waste a run down bike if you go ticket man pan back a bike for not wearing a helmet. Right? We talk about practicality, real life, as opposed to what them writing in the law. Subsection 3. A person who contravenes subsection 1 or 2 commits an offence. Alright, so as we said, certain things in the law, but it's a waste of time for you run down all of them. Right? That is it's a waste of time for police to run down man if you go ticket them for certain things like not wearing a helmet. The man at the back of the bike now wear a helmet, or somebody a ride on bicycle and police could stop him if he not wearing a helmet. It wouldn't make sense. Right? Alright. Next part deal with zones. We're going to deal with that in a different video.